Alright, so this is my second login. Yeah, I'm sitting in the shower. Um, Today's been an interesting day. I woke up this morning, felt like shit, like I have been. Um, so I turned on Joyce Myers, started watching Joyce Myers, and she really hit on some subjects that I could really reflect on. Um, so my day, 3/4 of it so far has been all right. Um, the thing about sobriety is you realize how you fucked up. You realize the things you did. You realize places you was at that you didn't remember being at. You realize chasing the drug was your everyday mission. That was it. You wanted to chase the drug. And I chased it. I mean, it was easy to come by everything I wanted. This will be the first New Year that I've spent sober. And I mean, I ain't never even been a designated driver on New Year. I've just, you know, never really looked forward to another year. Um, they say it gets easier, but right now it's getting harder. It's stacking up on me. When I show myself and I tell myself and I prove to myself that I'm different, I still feel the same. I believe everybody looks at me the same, like I'm just an addict, and always will be, always has been. Um, I believe everybody's got their money on me to fail. I expect me to fail. Um, how could you not? Um, 26 years of doing drugs, hard drugs. I mean, I can show you scars that's just uh, unfixable. When I was shooting dope, I didn't even care if I hit a vein. I'd get it under my skin and I'd pull it back and I'd push away. And I was eating dope and snorting dope, and so really I didn't realize it. When I first got my first shot, I was really chased that one ever since. I'm proud of myself. I don't necessarily think that people that know me are. I think they think I'm full of shit. I'm just playing the game. I mean, I lost everything I had. If it wasn't from drugs, it was from a woman scorned. And I'm not saying that she didn't have every right to be. She did. I used to imagine what I'd do, how I'd treat my wife, how I'd look at her, how I'd act around her. And I think I treated Patty like a queen up until this time last year. I think it was September. Um, I took a bad shot of flakka. I had about 6 grams of it, and I was shooting gram shots. And it had me out in the yard thinking I was surrounded by the police. It had me overdosing. I was burning up and freezing at the same time. Anytime that I closed my eyes and actually get comfortable, I'd stop breathing. And I hate to say it, but I'm thankful that somebody was there to keep me alive. I mean, at the time I had my wife so distraught from treating her so bad that I don't even think she cared. I went to a hospital after shooting rat acid, and all she asked about was a Poshmark package. I mean, but I was replacing her without trying to, and without even acknowledging it, because the drug led me to be worse than I ever was. And I did the meth ever since it was red and it come on every 18-wheeler that you could see. 1993. I remember you do one little line, you'd be up for a week. And I never let it get a hold of me. Back in 2003, I got on opiates. That's what the doctor put me on, and I was doctor shopping, going to 6 or 7 ones and getting 2,000 Percocets a month. And the woman I was with, I didn't realize I had a problem until I started running short. And when I ran short, I found out she was stealing, selling my family fucked up stuff. I mean, I know y'all don't want to hear that. I mean, I got so much to tell. And if actually somebody wanted to listen, I'd tell them. My wife looks at me like I'm telling stories that I shouldn't tell, but when they come back to my memory, I have to do something. I have to remind myself to log that in to the memory I have left. That way I realize the road I took to get to here. I don't feel like I'm better. I think my depression's worse. My guilt and remorse is I mean, I humbled myself to the Lord, and I told him, I said, I know it's going to be bad, and I know it's going to be rough. Just help me. You've helped me all these times. All the footsteps that was beside me when I was alone. You was there. The Lord was there. And for somebody to say that God don't exist is a man that ain't never stumbled, ain't never fell, ain't never needed our one and only, the Alpha, the one that gave us life, to show him that he's there for you. I mean, God spoke to me once, but he's been beside me my whole life. The Holy Spirit warns me of things in my gut, and I don't listen. And it's got me in a lot of trouble. I never even shot dope until August of last year. And if you was to look at me, my arms and legs, I'd look like a 15-year vet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I used to roll. I love rolls, weed, meth, coke, crack, pills when I was eating them, ecstasy anytime I get it, mushroom tea. I drink it like it was going out of style. I mean, my dog even likes to get high. She loves to smoke pot. She's ate more pot than hell I've smoked in the last 3 years. But I guess that's why me and her click, because she might be a dog, but I believe she understands the path that I'm taking. And I need people to talk to, and really the only one that I know that I can call at any time, that's my brother-in-law. But he's fighting his battle too. He's a recovering addict. And my troubles seem minuscule right now, but my feeling of being a man is gone. It's I'm not a contributor. I'm not a provider, and now I'm a protector. I'll give my life for my wife, for any kid, anybody that really needs it. If it's for the greater good, then I'm going to do it. Now, I mean, if you was to talk to my parents, which I don't even talk to them, they look at me like I was when I was 17 and selling cocaine out of my apartment, doing more drugs than ever, being a whore. I mean, I've been with enough women for everybody in this apartment building, their share and my share, plus their family's share. And that's not being cocky or conceited or trying to make up stories that ain't true, because I could tell you. And drugs led to most of them. I mean, drugs led to pretty much everything I did in life. The drugs used to help me stay up when I was out doing my booty calls. And when I had to break that to my wife, back when we had crazy ass sex. I was fucked up. I was geeked up. I mean, I did it to give me that edge. And people say that you do drugs and it tricks your mind to thinking that you're better or you're quicker or you're more reactive. But that's the truth. It releases endorphins, the amphetamine in your brain, which endorphins kick in your adrenaline. Adrenaline is a rush of your blood pressure, a rush of all your senses. You're shooting more oxygen to your muscles, so you're stronger. Um, Today's been hard, man. I know I'm ranting and just rambling off, but today's been hard. I wanted to get high today, and it ain't nothing that was done. It's just I feel like I'm going to fail. I failed at everything I ever did. The only thing I hadn't failed at is being a fuck up. And you know what? I was a number one fuck up. I fucked up my relationship with my family. Uh, there ain't one that's going to answer the phone if I call. And you know, that hurts me because I want to have a family. I have no family. I grew up with acquaintances and a few friends, and I don't even have no friends no more because they got married, had kids, got straight, and I just continued on to do what I did. I'd work a fucking job and make enough money to go re-up, and then I'd sell my shit to get me there. My phone's about to die, so I'm going to cut this off about 12 minutes, okay? I'm going to charge it, and I'll be back. I got a lot to say tonight. And I'm hoping the way I open myself up, put everything out there, emotions, feelings, urges. I hope it helps somebody that might be going through the same shit. Because, I mean, you know, we need a brotherhood or a society that does not look down on people. I mean, I never looked down on somebody that did drugs because my family members are on drugs. It might be legal drugs. It might be alcohol. I mean, I come from a long line of addicts that would never admit to it. And I think I'm seeing what I did. But I wasted 40 years of my fucking life. 40 years. You know what I got to show for it? A little bitty fucking toolbox with fucking 10 tools in it. And a sign I made that says ass fuck. And that's in a rocking chair or recliner. That's all I got. I ain't got shit. I got 1 pair of pants, 3 pairs of socks, 5 pairs of underwear, 2 shirts, and a pair of fucking camo shorts. That's what, a pair of shoes and flip flops. I can't even go down here and buy a pack of cigarettes. My depression's so bad that it's taken over the percentage of the week. It was 3 days bad, 4 days good, but now it's 5 days bad, 2 days good. And on the 2 days I'm so manic and I'm up, I don't want to lay down because I feel good. And see, I'm coming down off of my manic side. I've been manic for 3 days now. And usually I'm productive when I'm manic, but I'm counterproductive for myself. My wife, she don't understand I have to keep busy. I do stupid shit. Like I wrote a bunch of words on my mirror in the bathroom. Just words that I need to see. You know, things that needs to be told to me on a daily basis because I've been programmed to think otherwise. And it scrubbed it the wrong way, so I had to rub it all off, clean it all off. This house ain't mine, it's hers. It's just like the one when I moved in with her in East Brainerd. She lived there for 10 years, 15 years, whatever. It was her house, it wasn't mine. I was just a guest, somebody that slept over. I kind of feel this way here because I was locked up when she got this place. I mean, it's better than where we was. But, I mean, I'm just thankful she let me come back. I love her. There's my guilt and the pain that I feel because of the pain that I caused. I'm not regular right now. I'm not regular in my feeling like a man. I feel like a man-child. Either way, this is it for right now. I'll get back with you here in just a few minutes when I charge my phone, okay? I got a lot to say. And if anybody needs to talk, just shoot me a message or whatever you gotta do. I'll try my best to just give you the advice I know. Alright, see y'all in a little bit.